It says there's 8 waiting.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Welcome to the live chat. I think we're on. Oh, welcome to 80's Toys for My Act, bringing the greatest toys from the greatest decade. We're here for Nintendo Night. We're going to do NES games, so going to go along with the tournament. Let's see how much you guys know about Nintendo. We're just getting our competitors in there as we speak. Anybody watching the YouTube right now? Can you guys see me on there yet? Hopefully I'm on there.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can.
Excellent. Excellent.
I have to press play. There we go.
Excellent.
I'm afraid to do an echo.
Alexa, is everything sound good so far? Welcome. My daughter's not doing the Kahoot tonight. She's gonna be in the YouTube.
I need another
chat.
woman in here.
I know. I thought you know who I thought would play this was Casey, the one that did the Final Four with us. She's very into Nintendo games. Alexa says all's good. Excellent. Thank you.
I could display my feminine side if that makes you feel better.
Sure. Sounds good. And get a bunch wrong.
I was about to say,
We'll both make me feel good.
if Dennis was here, he would say something about you showing your feminine side.
Rich has a sweet wig in the back though that could maybe make you feel at home if you look behind him. But Bakuku. Who's Bakuku? Hello, Bakuku. Welcome. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I almost called you Bacon. I don't know why. Bakuku.
There we go. Yes. Nice.
There he
Rock
is.
on.
He's got
There you go.
glasses and everything.
You could be Princess Peach. I said that I'm Princess Daisy, so.
Miss Mayhem. We have a lot of women being represented in the YouTube chat, Anne. So you are not alone.
All right.
We have Miss Mayhem,
Yay.
who's back from Cancun. She's ready. We have Alexa. My mom, she just wrote, I'm on YouTube. They're all there.
Nice.
They're ready. They're ready. All right, guys. It's 9:02. Alexa thought bacon immediately, too. Yeah. We always got our minds on bacon. No, it's funny, Scrapple. Rich and Stowe, you guys Scrapple up in your area? Eat Scrapple at all? Do they have Scrapple, I should say?
I don't know what that is.
I know you don't.
I know of it, but I've actually
I know
never
of it, but I don't think I've eaten it.
Do they serve
wait,
it in
I
your
have
area,
eaten
though?
it, yeah.
Because it's so strange. And Ann, I'll explain, because we were just in New Hampshire, and a few years ago I was at a diner, and I said, I'll have some Scrapple. You could have heard the jukebox scratch. The place went silent, and all looked at me. What's that? Like, I was like, it felt like everybody, I was like, you guys don't know what Scrapple is? And it turns out it's just really a Jersey, Pennsylvania. It might go a little further south and a little further north, like maybe Maryland, a little bit further north too. I guess New York, I don't know.
Oh no, I had it in North Carolina.
You did? Okay, so it goes further south than I thought, but definitely not New Hampshire. I found that out the hard way. Paul. PW3
Yeah, it's
is
basically
there.
like
Greetings from New York.
spam.
Hey, buddy. What's happening? Bro.
Now the name describes it all.
You-
So do I need
Dot
to
is on- yes, my
Google
mom
what it is?
Dot, yes.
Oh
What's
yeah,
that?
it's all the scrap of the pig.
It's just a lot of extra
Oh.
pig stuff. Yeah, it
Do
sounds
they crisp it
horrific.
up or?
I
Oh,
love
yeah.
it. I just
Oh,
love
nice.
it. I just love
Yeah,
it. I
you
don't
make
know.
it like spam. You slice it. It
Sweet.
looks like spam.
Ooh, yeah.
And you slice it up and you make slices of it.
It's so much better than spam, though. So much.
I probably like it then. I like
It's
spam.
pretty good. It's pretty good. Hey, Dre. Dre says Scrapple, and she put vomit faces.
Said no. No on the Scrapple. Okay.
In fact, shout out to one of my buddies who's in the Friday
Bakuku.
game with me who happens to be
Gotcha.
watching the stream. He just mentioned the Friday Night character. He's like, "Oh my God, it's Ricky Shredder."
What's the name that you have?
Ricky Shredder is the character's
That's
name
sweet.
of the
Ricky.
Cyberpunk game.
A little Ricky Schroeder Shredder combination. Miss Mayhem says Scrapple's delicious. I agree. It's hard. You know what the worst thing is? Like, I only get it at diners. Then one day my one daughter brought it home. She's like, they sell it at ShopRite. So I started eating it every day. I went and got my blood results. They were horrific.
Oh, no.
So no more Scrapple at home. I quit Scrapple and everything went back to normal. But do not eat Scrapple every day. That's a
Scrapple and moderation is the lesson.
moderation for Scrapple.
Got it.
I love spam, but
Or
Scrapple.
not at all.
Interesting.
There's also that
Or
option.
none.
Or not
I
at
have
all.
to
which
try it at
sounds
least
to be
once.
the-
I'm willing to try it once.
The majority of people seem to think Scrapple is a horrific idea. All right, so what do we got here? Is everybody in? Little Matt. We don't have a lot of people tonight. You know, this is a very specific topic, though. Like, I kind of think, even with the tournament, we were getting close to 300 votes on the regular tournament. Once I went over to Nintendo, it's so specific. We're getting about 150. No, I'm sorry. It started out at like 120. Now it's about 180 votes for each one, close to 200. But it's when you get specific topics like this, sometimes, you know, you get specific people showing
I just
up.
like to make other people feel better, so I come and play.
That's the spirit. Yeah, I say just come and have fun. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
whether you like, this is not my forte, by the way. I looked up some things to come up with questions. This is not my deal either, but luckily I'm the one giving the questions, so that helps. Vanessa's here too. Never heard of Scrapple, but I'll try it.
Yeah.
I'm getting everybody hooked on Scrapple tonight.
I think we should find a way to try it. Those of us who haven't, but yeah, they'll look at me like I'm a weirdo if I try to go order it or something.
I'm wondering how you guys can get it in different parts of the country. Yeah, I'm gonna have to mail out Scrapple to everybody. I don't know how well that holds up on delivery. It barely holds up fresh.
Put some dry ice in it.
All right, so are we ready? Do you think we're ready? I think we're ready. All right, so if I could find where the start button is. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I think it goes right in the question. So I'm going to say the question first. Which of these universal monsters was not an end-level boss in the original Castlevania? So we all know the universal monsters, the basic guys from back in the day. Which of these guys was not a boss in the original Castlevania? Bong.
Huh.
Yeah, I didn't see nothing.
Do you guys see the answers? Oh, okay.
Just now it came up.
Okay.
Oh, it came up a little late for you guys. And
Gotta answer quick.
And the fun starts early tonight.
Oh, that was my second
good.
guess.
Only one person got it right. Okay, good.
Really? That's surprising to me. I love Castlevania. This one I actually knew.
It's a great game.
So what happened? The questions came up, the answers came up late?
Very late.
On the
Yes,
screen,
they did.
the screen, it didn't show us what was what yet.
Hopefully it's because we were waiting so long to start the game.
Probably.
I hope.
It'll correct itself.
It'll correct itself.
Yeah.
I like your spirit. I like that. Positivity. So anyway, yeah, the first you fight a big bat. Then you got the mummy. You got the two mummies coming at you. So it's not the mummy, I guess, but it's the mummies. And you got Frankenstein, you know, a little Igor on his back jumping around, bopping you in the head. And the final boss is Dracula, and then his the ghost of Dracula, the spirit of Dracula comes from him. But the Wolfman, sadly, does not make the game. One of my favorites, though. Let's see where we're at after that.
Yeah, I chose the mummy on that one.
Stogie guy. You
So
got
did
it.
I.
You got it. Edward, my lovely, welcome. And Vanessa, Wolfman,
And
both of you.
if
Good
the
job.
Wolfman was in Castlevania, we would all know his weak point because we learned
Nards.
his weak point from the Monster Squad.
Oh, how awesome is that? One of my favorite movies. Wolfman has nards? You're going to find out, kicks him. All right, very good. Figured I should have brushed up on my Castle. Yeah, you know me. Yep, Castlevania. And the next one is kind of a Mario question, kind of a Donkey Kong question. What was Mario's original name in the game Donkey Kong? What was his original name before he was named Mario?
Oh, Jan just told me this too.
Your wife's prepping you. I like this. He's got nards.
Oh,
I knew it.
a bunch of you knew it.
A real basic jump man.
I screwed up.
Me too.
He jumps a lot, so jump man.
But he's a plumber, so I feel like that was an educated guess as well.
I created the. How about Loverboy? He
That
was a
was me. I
Loverboy.
That
chose
was Stogie
Loverboy.
guy. That was not me.
Stogie guy, you picked Loverboy?
Yeah,
Chased after
for some
Princess, so
reason.
that makes sense too.
Look, I'll say this. I would not be betting money on me tonight.
Me either. I mean,
Trace Cash is laughing his
Well,
ass
if
off.
he was from Jersey, I would have chose Vinny.
Yeah, I thought it was Vinny.
Yeah, I gave the stereotypical Italian name. My apologies to the Italian community out there for picking the name Vinny. But Loverboy, all I can picture is that 80s cover again with those stupid red leather pants. Paul Hildebrandt, PW3, my buddy. Oh, I forgot to bring the picture of us at WrestleMania again. You got it, Jumpman, #1. He did, yeah, that's what they called him. They called him Jumpman. How weird is that? I think Trace is cracking up that somebody picked Loverboy. Stogie guy. Loverboy. He was a lover boy. All his princesses.
He was.
From castle to castle trying to get a princess.
Trying to get a princess. That is an educated guess as well.
He never quit. Yeah. But nobody picked Vinny. Good for you. You're much better than I am. All right. The next one. In The Legend of Zelda, who is the arch enemy of Link? Who is the arch enemy of Link in Legend of Zelda? Oh, I'm sorry. Captain, you're in the lead, buddy. By 1 over Yoda Muppets. Then we got Sword, Little Mac, and Stogie Guy.
Oh, I love that picture.
I forgot about the pictures. I have so much fun making these and picking the dumbest picture they offer. Ganon. All right, 2 of you picked Kraid. That's actually from, you know what game that's from? Metroid. And so is Ridley, actually. And Bowser's obviously with Mario. How are we doing over here? Jumpman and PW3. I wish you joined us in Zoom, PW3.
Yeah.
You got it, Ganon. You guys know Sean, right? The co-host that comes on, the younger gentleman. That's his.
Yeah.
That's his older brother in chat. That's PW3
Oh, okay.
and Sean. Yeah. Two of my favorite. They're both hilarious. They both.
Doesn't he have
crack me up.
WrestleMania and stuff in the back?
Yes.
That guy?
That's
Yeah.
Sean, and PW3 is his older brother.
Is the brother? Okay.
Yeah, we actually met on my page years ago. I did a Photon post in 2014 about Photon down at Wildwood Boardwalk, how we would go in the building and play. He's from New York. He used to go to Wildwood Boardwalk. He said, and we just started talking. Next thing I know, we traveled across the country together, going to WrestleManias in San Francisco.
That's awesome.
Correct me if I'm wrong. San Francisco, Dallas, Orlando, New Orleans, kind of, and what am I forgetting? Oh, and Jersey. It was actually Jersey one year too. We got lucky that.
I went to a
year.
WrestleMania. They brought one to where I'm from, right here.
Where?
My boys are super into it.
Are
super
they?
into it
Are
when
they
they were
going?
young.
Are they going to go to
Yeah.
it?
No, not anymore. They're older now, which I know is an excuse. But like when they were younger, they were super.
They're older now. Here I am, 45, talking to my other friend who I think is
23
also
now, so
45,
they're
and you're like, no, they don't do that shit. They're older now. PW3 wrote True Life Bromance. All over Photon, my friend. All over Photon. And I just started posting pictures of random kids on 80s toys and saying they were you back on the page. That just became my gimmick that I would do every once in a while. All right, so let's see where we're at now. Yoda, you are now in the lead. You got that. You got Ganon.
3 questions, baby.
Where?
I go to Ocean City. Ocean City.
Well, yeah, Oceans. We used to do Wildwood and Ocean City a little bit, but Wildwood was the main thing growing up. But as I got older, Ocean City, Wildwood got a little too wild.
Yeah, I was an Ocean City guy.
Paul to PW3 wrote, "We're older too," with a sad face and a little cry. So Yoda Muppet's good. The next one is going to be Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Okay. I love the original game. I love the Nintendo game. Let's see if you know the difference between the two. I should probably read the question. Which of the following characters in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out was not in the arcade game? Which of these was not in the original arcade game? See, I typed in Sandman, so you get that picture. That's Mr. Sandman. Imagine if you had to battle him.
Looked like he had a little too much scrapple.
Yeah, that was me a few months ago. Ouch. Okay. So, Glass Joe, definitely. He's the guy you just beat the shit out of every Punch Out. They just throw him in there. Bald Bull, yep, he does his little bull rush on all of them. Mr. Sandman, big time champion on the arcade. Still a big time guy, but not quite Tyson. But Piston Honda, does anybody remember who?
Yeah, I remember him. I'm kind of surprised he wasn't in the arcade
He was
cabinet.
the
Wasn't there two
third
Piston
one.
Hondas?
Who
The third
was?
guy you fought.
But
in the
who
original
was
game.
in the arcade? What was his name in the arcade game?
Was it Kid Dynamite or?
No, you're thinking of Kid Quick. Kid Dynamite was actually Tyson.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
I don't know.
Piston Hurricane.
Oh.
Remember?
I didn't play the arcade version much.
That actually sounded like it too.
I know. I played it so much. I can do that guy perfectly. I probably just woke up half the street with that. But yeah, that was something else. All right, so let's see where we're at after that. Edward, Vanessa, you got that one first. Very good. Edward, my lovely, and PW3, you both got it too, though. Very good. Good showing tonight. Yoda, so I didn't see how many people did get that. Did
3.
Oh, okay. It's a tight match. Next one, it's a pop-up picture. If you don't have a clue, it's a box to a cover of a game, and eventually you're just flat out going to see the words. You're just going to see the name of the game. So if you're not sure,
Just wait.
Just wait.
And get 100 points. Oh.
Oh, there's my puppy barking.
Zeppy.
Yeah, Seppi's losing her. You know what down there.
What could this possibly be?
You know what, guys? You did a nice job. Perfectly.
I hate that game. I trashed it so bad.
Oh, I threw my gun at the TV all the time. I'd get so mad at that dog.
You're supposed to just put your gun right to the screen like this and just shoot directly at the screen.
Alexa's
We-
not doing
we
well.
played it at fun
Sometimes it
spot.
wouldn't
For your
register.
I would shoot directly at the dog.
Vanessa, you got it. Good job. Yeah, we were actually, when we were in Fun Spot, Brian found that machine, Yoda Muppets, and I got a nice video of him shooting and missing birds, and his face is like, he's so disgusted with himself.
What about the other guy?
Oh, the guy with the actual gun in a holster. Yeah, he was carrying.
Oh.
So he had the fake gun as a zapper. How was he holding it, Brian, up to the
He was
butt?
holding it like sideways and like he was actually
Oh.
waiting for the clip to come out.
Yeah, I can't believe I didn't get a video of him. But you know what? That could have ended horribly for me. So we'll go without that one. I was so cautious. I took, like, Brian, I took 100 videos that day. Some are
Wow.
like 30 seconds, some are a minute, but I'm piecing them all together. It should be an interesting thing.
I know. I kept checking for you at the punch-out machine. You weren't there.
I played a couple games of Contra, a couple games of Kangaroo, and a couple games of Punch Out, and the rest of the time I filmed. This year I was strictly business. And then we went home and played Nintendo for 8 hours straight until 3 in the morning. So we did good. All right, we did well. My apologies. Listen to me, math teacher. All right, so the next one, Contra. What was the name of the two commandos in Contra? PW3 says, shoot that effing dog. Miss Mayhem says, I hate it when the dog laughed at me. I already knew my aim. You didn't need it. Nobody needed that dog in their lives. I almost put him in the Nintendo character tournament. That's all he did was giggle. But I didn't put him in there because I didn't want to anger everybody. All right, so what's the name of the two commandos in Contra? Look at this picture. For some reason, it's a fashion show. I don't know what I typed. I don't know what in this thing made them think of this, but for some reason, these are the two Contra guys. Bill and Lance. Very good.
I just knew him was red and blue. Are you going to be red or blue? That's all I know.
Simple enough. Yeah, that's all you need.
I was too hasty. I saw Billy and hit it real fast.
Oh, Billy and Jimmy. Who are Billy and Jimmy from? What game?
Double Dragon?
Double Dragon. Billy and Jimmy
yeah.
Lee. Snake. Guess I was thinking
I
Metal
just
Gear that
guessed.
night. And
The Simpsons one.
Ralph and Clark. I believe that was Akari Warriors. I don't remember. I know I tried to pick answers that made sense, and now none of them make sense to me. So, mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. Bill and Lance. Yeah, Bill and Lance. Too long ago. And PW3, you got the second question about Double Dragon. Excellente. Let's see where we're at now. Yoda, you're looking for another title is what you're looking for. He's getting greedy, everybody. All right. All right, pro wrestling. One of my favorites. Now, you win the VWA title. Good for you. All right? You went and you beat King Slender. But who do you have to beat to win the second title, the VWF title? Who do you have to beat to get the VWF title?
There you go. I almost hit the screen again.
Ooh,
Hey, you killed it.
I
All
got
right.
one right.
Excellent. And he's great. He's tough to beat. I almost got up to him the other night, but I looked around at 1:30 in the morning, gentlemen, and everybody was passed out around me. And I just said, you know what? I'm keeping people up. I turned the lights out and I went to bed. But I almost got to this guy. You guys are getting old. You're getting tired, and you can't keep up with me anymore. All right? That's the moral of that story. Because I was up late. No, I was like, oh my God, thank God they're asleep. Because usually we're up till 5. I'm like, oh my God, it's 1:30. I'm going to get a good night's sleep tonight. All right, so great Puma. Very good, very good. Nobody put the Haiti Kid. Imagine that matchup. That would have been something. All right, let's see where we're at after this one. Panther, PW3, you did it again. If you were in this one, if you were in here with us, you would be a force to be reckoned with. I'm telling you. Yoda, you're still in the lead. Next one. Now, see, I didn't know this. I looked it up. What is the name of the angel you play as in Kid Icarus? Like, we all call him Kid Icarus. That's his name, right? But he actually has a name. What's his name? See, now this one makes sense. It's got, you know, a nice statue, a Greek statue with the arms. This makes sense. The modeling one, I don't know what was going on. It was Pit. What
I didn't know that.
What a lame name. Daedalus was obviously Icarus's father. He told him not to fly too close to the sun. And Cupid and Eros are the same guy. One's Greek and one's Roman. So they're both the same. And he looks like he's actually more based on them if you look at the character than he is Icarus. That's my 4 years of Latin kicking in right there. Did me well.
I was totally panicking on this one till the choices came up and it clicked.
It clicked when you saw it. I thought that might be the case with some of these. So who got it?
I knew it was a short
didn't know
3-letter
it.
word, and I couldn't remember what it was until the choices came up, and I'm like, aha!
So you too, when you saw it, that was it. Nice. Who got it in the chat? Dre. Eros was a great choice though, because like I said, that's what he looked like. But his name was Pitt. Good job, Dre. Let's see where we're at after this. Stogie Guy taking the lead. Brian, break out your zapper gun, just like you did with those ducks. Okay, one of my other favorites.
Finally playing that game paid off for me.
Yeah. Hopefully your 16 candles doesn't pop up tonight in the NES world. I don't know what game that is for you. For me, it's Kid Icarus, and actually, what else did I play? Mega Man. I don't know shit about them, but I put questions on them anyway because it's not all about me. Okay, it's not all about me. All right, so track and field is about me and my twitchy trigger finger. Which of these events is not in the NES version of track and field? Which of these is not an event in the game track and field? See, now this picture makes sense.
Oh, I answered it wrong.
I was gonna go with that.
Yeah.
That was in the sequel.
Well, it was actually in the arcade. That was in the original arcade that we were just at the other day, which I did not play because I was busy working. But it's in the arcade. But high jump, triple jump, definitely triple jump. Remember?
Yes.
Remember if you had to time the jumps perfectly and then just tap it and they'd be in the air doing their little bicycle. And skeet shooting, which once you got a hang of that was pretty fun too.
I was the one idiot that answered triple jump.
You put triple jump. Well, it's not bad. But I thought a lot of people would put skeet shooting because it just doesn't seem like it goes with the track and field events. Like, but you usually think running, jumping, throwing shit. But yeah, skeet shooting.
Yeah, I went with skeet shooting because you wanted to know my 16 candles game. It's this one.
We found it earlier. Let's see what it did to you. I haven't seen. Where's the captain? Oh, there's the captain. Yeah, I'm trying to.
The love boat's sinking.
There he is. I actually meant the picture down at the bottom because I haven't seen you. I'm like, I wish they would show everybody at the bottom. Hell, there's only 6 of us. Why would? But it didn't. All right, so Stogie guy, you're still in the lead. It didn't destroy you. Let me flip my little paper over. Oh, number 10. Name that game. Once again, if you want to wait for the answer, wait for the answer. Edward, my lovely, you nailed it. Hammer throw, very good. Alexa, Alexa, you weren't here last week when we talked about it, but I brought up that old Pokemon game that we played. Was it Pikachu with the zapper zapping Pikachu? I thought it was Pikachu. Oh, this is one of the games we were voting on today, Wizards and Warriors. Some people jumped ahead and went Gauntlet and Ghost and Goblins, trying to build your score up, going for speed. I like it. A dog is now playing in place of Captain Steubing. This should be interesting. I don't know what happened. I don't know if
I saw him finish a beer, so he might be.
He's running out to. Gotcha. Let's see what happened there. Oh, he got that one right though. So I thought he.
I think I'm going to have to grab myself a beer because my game is starting to suffer.
Intermission.
Your game's out. What number are we on? We're on
10 out of 25.
We're on 10. You want to do an early break? Go get a beer. Get your.
Sounds like it. Apparently. See,
all right. Let's take a 1 minute break. Get a beer.
Okay.
1.5 minutes. Pikachu, it was a Voltorb. That's what it was. Who got the last one? Vanessa, very good. Wizards and Warriors, one of the games we're voting on currently. And now I'm by myself.
Oh, no, I'm still here because I'm actually sober tonight.
Pichu. Yes. That trigger finger really came in handy with some games. Track and field, Pokemon. It's a weird thing if you watch me do it. You would think I was possessed by a demon or something and getting exercise.
No, I like it. It's like you go in the Avatar state.
I go, yeah. But I didn't get to do that this weekend at all. Strictly business.
But one boss made fun of me. He's like, "Oh, well, what'd you do up in New Hampshire? You do some camping, do some sightseeing?" I'm like, "Nah, we went to a hotel, played video games, then we went to a big arcade."
We went and got pizza like 11 at night on the main strip.
Yeah.
Weirs Beach, Lake Winnipesaukee. Oh, it was terrible
Did you
for
see
Guitar
Bob?
Hero. Yeah.
Bob!
Did you see Bob at Lake
Bob,
Winnipesaukee?
yeah. What about Bob? Yes. Baby steps.
Dude, I have that for a ringtone for my boss when he calls.
Do you? That's sweet. You have a lot of weird ringtones. Who was what was the ringtone? Who was the South Park? That was Jan, right?
Yeah, she has one. She has a South Park one. My other friend has a South Park one.
Yeah, it's horribly inappropriate.
Yeah, Jan's ringtone. My wife is Kyle's mom is a big fat.
That plays every time she calls, and I'm like, has she ever been in the room when she called your phone?
Yeah, she knows.
No, Lex, it was actually my ring finger. I played so much Guitar Hero when that first came out. I had to go to the doctor. My ring finger actually got stuck. It wouldn't. It would get stuck in place, and I was told I had to lay off Guitar Hero for a few weeks, and it would heal. And then they gave me some exercises to do with that finger. That is a real trigger finger, is what I mean.
1 and 2 and 3. There you go.
Let me tell you, playing one of these for real hurts less than...
I play real guitar. Yeah, no, something happened with that game where I'm just hitting goofy yellow and blue buttons where I just played it too much. Yeah, I love that game though. Is Stogie guy back yet? I don't have him on the screen.
I am back now.
All right, we're all back. Are we ready? What's happening? Oh, you had a little poll question about this guy today. What is the name of the knight that you play as in Ghost and Goblins? And if you don't play well, the little knight ends up in his underwear. and you have to play in your underwear. Look at this picture. Oh my god. Yeah, we still have to do the game list set list. Definitely. I know. We've been putting that off for years. Arthur. Yeah, his name was Arthur. I picked some other fantastic... Sir Underpants. That's what people kind of called him back in the day because he was wearing his underwear all the time. Galahad was... Yep, Lancelot. I picked a lot of decent knights, but Arthur was the one. Only 2 of you. I'm surprised. Did you guys see the poll question today? Were you on my Facebook
I
page?
went to go hit Arthur, and I hit the one below it, which I believe is
Sir Underpants.
Oh, you did pick Sir Underpants. I think kind of you're right. If I could give you half the
That's
points,
why
I
I'm
would.
glad I'm on mute, because you would have heard my vulgarities.
BW3, you got it. Arthur, very good, very good. Let's see what we got. Let's see who's in the lead. Yoda, you're in the lead. You held the lead. And what do we got next? Paperboy.
Oh.
What do you mean, oh?
Game I didn't try.
I love Paperboy.
Yeah.
Who's saying oh on Paperboy?
I am. It was
Sex
one of them games that I liked, but I was so terrible at.
Well, sucks to be you. It can still be a good game.
Well, at least you were allowed to be a paperboy when we were growing up. I don't think they thought I was responsible enough, and guess what? I wasn't. They would have had to deliver my papers for me every day because I would have screwed up somehow. But no, I remember you guys are all paperboys. Do you have a bad taste in your mouth from the reality of being a paperboy?
Oh, I had a bad taste because I had to take over my brother's route, and he kept all the money.
That sounds like your brother, yeah. Sounds exactly. But hey, moral of the story is, though, at the end of the day, I became a paperboy when I was 21 years old. What do you think of that? I was an old man paperboy, and I used to
think you'd be a
deliver
lot
papers.
scarier asking for $2 than the kid.
$2.
Quick story, kind of. I would deliver newspapers at 3 in the morning and go to college during the day, and I'd run the whole. I would park, and it wasn't like ride my bike down the street, like Chris Elliott and get a life or whatever. But it was like I'd run around. So this guy kept borrowing money off me. This old man, he had to be in like his 70s, and he wear like a pink robe and stuff sometimes at the door. It's a very strange outfit, and he'd whisper because he didn't want his wife to know he was borrowing money. So I didn't know what he was borrowing money for. I'd go to the Garden State racetrack and bet on horses. There he is. He's in line. And I said, you better have my money, man. So I said, this is what... I said, I'm going to tell your wife. You told me this was for medication. Oh, it is for medication. I said, you're gambling. So he was spending my money or whatever. So he came. He didn't have my money again. I just started saying, ma'am? It's like 3 in the morning calling his wife. He's like... He comes out with all this cash. He finally paid me back. But yeah, I was a 3 a.m. paperboy loan shark for this guy for a while. Yeah. And I ended up losing that job
That's
because
a
me and my
story
friends-
right out of an 80's movie, man.
Yeah. I want my $2 until a 70-year-old
Didn't ask for
guy.
a dime.
I want the third horse in a second race.
I couldn't believe when I saw him over there looking at the racing forums. I'm like, you son of a bitch, what? And so I ended up. My friends and I thought it would be fun. We were all tanked up. We went there. Me, Fred, and Eric. I'm not going to say last names, Brian, but I think you know who I'm talking about. We're like, let's go and pick up the papers in our underwear, and like Sir Underpants would do. Everybody. Do you know I didn't even get fired for that? I'm trying to get fired at this point. So the boss calls up and says, listen, Mike, you can't do those sort of things. I said, okay, I won't do it again. Then we go out for my 21st birthday, get hammered, and we're like, we'll do the papers later. We put them out. We take them out of the car. We put them on the front step, and we fall asleep, and it rains all over the newspapers. And so if you think I was responsible enough to be a paperboy when I was 10, I wasn't even responsible enough when I was 21. Like, I lost the paperboy job when I was 21 years old because I just do stupid shit all the time. But yeah, and now I'm a teacher. So moral of the story is I should never be a paperboy. Kind of a fun job. All right, so moving on. Rampage. I never had this job. Which monster was in the arcade version of the game Rampage, but was excluded from the NES version? So which monster was in the arcade version of Rampage, but wasn't in the NES version? Yeah.
We're storm Paperboy here.
Look at him.
Oh, no, it's Paperboy.
That's how I would have dressed if I was a paperboy when I was 8.
This isn't the right question.
Oh, shit. Oh, we never did the Paperboy. I'm sorry. I talked about
That
being
was
a
hilarious, though. I liked it.
It was a good Paperboy story, at least. I wrote all that. That's a post. I did that post on the. I'll have to put that post up again.
Yeah, I ran out of time on that one.
I tell the story.
Yeah,
of the
ran
Paperboy.
out of time. I totally had
write
to
your own
answer the question you read.
I would have gotten it anyway.
So it turns out I'm not a good Paperboy or a good trivia host. So I'm 0 for 2. I'm really good at teaching now, I promise. But so at the end of every street, he goes to that little obstacle course. That's what he does. Let me see what some of you guys put. Collecting tips. That's a good answer. Taking a paper girl to the malt shop. Well, I guess in the 50s possibly. But no, he rides that little train course. 2 of you got it. I'm so sorry. I told the Paperboy story.
Mine was a panic hit.
Yeah. I told the Paperboy story, and then I completely didn't do the Paperboy question. Wasn't there a Paperboy in a Cusack? Yes.
Yeah.
Better Off Dead. Great movie. Miss Pam, you're right. Playing the arcade was better. I want my $2. And yes, that movie. Who wouldn't want to be a Paperboy after seeing that kid fly off a cliff? All right, so Yoda Muppets, you're still in the lead. Hey, you guys ever hear anything about Rampage?
Funny you should mention that.
Turns out the next question's about Rampage. So which monster was in the... I'm glad I print this up so I get them in the right order. Which monster was in the arcade version of the game Rampage, but was excluded from the NES version? So which monster was in the arcade version, but was not in the NES version?
Damn it, there's not going to be any Paperboy answers on this one.
No. Look at the picture, though. Imagine if you could be that. A nice big cat. PW3, you got the last one. Very good.
I don't know the arcade games. I mean, the ones from the actual arcade.
I do that too a few times in this one. Yeah.
Hey.
Ralph, once again, a werewolf. A second question with a werewolf. So the
Werewolves get no love.
Werewolves are not getting any love by NES. But Larry...
So they may have nards, but they don't get to use them.
Unless they got neutered.
We don't know what they're doing outside of NES, to be fair. So if there's any werewolves out there who Stogie Guy just offended by saying that they're not using their nards, we don't know that for sure. Possibly you're using it somewhere else.
Somebody said they got no love, so...
Yeah. That was Brian. So both of you...
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah. So shame on both of you for assuming that because Ralph was not in the game, that he was not somewhere else with his nards, his Wolfman nards. So we got George, who's, the big gorilla. Lizzie's the lizard. And Larry was actually added to, I want to say the Atari 5200 or Commodore. I forget, but Larry's a rat. So that's pretty interesting choice. So, but Ralph is the answer for this. So let's see where we're at after this. Yoda and Sword. Richard both got that. Very good. Let's see, what do we have next? Oh, Double Dragon. What is the name of Billy Lee's girlfriend in Double Dragon? What is the name of the girl you're trying to save in Double Dragon? Alexa's laugh. Look at this picture. Oh my. Marion, 4 of you. Very good. So some of you put Pauline. Pauline, Brian, who's Pauline from?
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong, yeah. You brought that up this weekend. Sylvia, does anybody know what game Sylvia you're trying to save? It's another NES game. With lots of cards.
I don't know. I chose Sylvia just because it was she sounded like a pretty girl.
Is that Renegade?
And you saw that picture I put up. All of a sudden, Cahoot's like, let's throw this picture out there. I'm like, holy crap. So, Sylvia is actually from Kung Fu. And Adrian is from Rocky. So, that's not right. Usually, Adrian is the correct answer for everything because we talk about
On
Rocky.
the board. Yay.
There you are, yeah. There you go. So, we got Yoda, Richard, the captain is in, Stogie Guy, and Princess Daisy. I was just going to say who we missing, but there's only one person, and why Why would I do that? then?
Usually that would be me. It's the one that's not on the
Now
board.
it's me.
Who is it? Oh,
Okay,
it's
thank
Jeff.
You for making me feel better.
Jeff. But Jeff, you got to be close behind, though. I would assume, because I think you
Yeah,
guys are. All,
pretty close.
I think you guys are all very close to each other. Hey, PW3. Not only did you get. Oh, you said Pauline, but Kung Fu. You're right. Sylvia is Kung Fu. Nice. Very good. Very good, my friend. All right. So the next one is name the game. If you wait long enough, you cannot screw this up. I feel like Will Ferrell, Alex Trebek on Celebrity Jeopardy right now, trying to get Sean Connery to give the right answer.
Hey, don't talk about Stogie Guy like that.
You cannot screw this up.
Your mother, Trebek.
Your mother, Trebek. I'll take swords for 100. That's S words, you idiot. I might have done that backwards, actually.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh, no.
Did you go for Marble Madness too quick?
Yes.
You know
It's
what?
on
That's why I
M.
threw it. You got the M-A-M-A. I know. I put it out there like it was real easy. Then I was a real jerk.
Dang it.
I put Mama.
Well, it was fun being on the board for a second.
Hey, it could happen again. The whole internet could. No, let's not say that.
You'll get
I don't
back
want
up
to jinx
there.
myself.
I just remembered that
Alright, so,
crappy show.
Dre,
they
good
had.
job. Excellent.
Has
One of your
anyone here
favorites, I
played this
believe.
Maniac Mansion? Because I know nothing about it.
Oh yeah, I played the hell out of this.
Did you play? I've never played it either, but we were talking online. I think Dre, correct me if I'm wrong. You're the one that said you've never finished it and you're dying to finish it. Well, here it is tonight, and you got the correct answer. I'm almost positive it was you. It was right. It's all these games start to get blurred together in my mind a little bit. She'll answer me in a minute when it all comes around. You guys are about 30 seconds behind. Yes, see, I knew it. I remember. I'm not completely crazy yet. Yoda, you're still in the lead. Congratulations. Metroid. All right, one of my favorite games. There's a famous password for it. If you use this password, you can start off wearing a leotard instead of a power suit. If you use this password, you can wear a leotard instead of a power suit. Va 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 voom, Samus. This girl can't believe her eyes, by the way. Look at the picture. She can't believe it.
Oh.
Justin Bailey.
Yeah,
What?
I got that one wrong.
A lot of you picked the character's name as the password. Good guess. One of you picked 007. Jeff, what's that the password for?
Mike Tyson, baby.
Mike Tyson. And some of you picked Mother Brain, which is who you have to beat at the end of all these. All these answers were good answers, but only one was correct, and it's Justin Bailey. Let's see what happened here. Oh, Alexa, you just scared me. It just signed you out. Okay. Oh my God, I was going to say we're going so good. All right, but you're back. Good.
Anybody know who Justin Bailey is?
You know what? It's actually there's about 5. I read about this. There's 5 different rumors of who it could be. Some said it was a young kid playing the game. Some said it was a programmer, and they said it was never really. None of them were confirmed by Nintendo. Do you have the inside scoop, Captain?
No, I was curious.
Oh, that was.
You know what?
Well,
I wonder.
I'm glad I did some research.
I thought he was a Canadian pop singer.
Close. They're ahead of their time.
I wonder, the story with this goes is like somebody on the development team just popped up and said, let's make Metroid a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rest of the team just said, hey, let's go for it. I wonder if it was Justin Bailey who did that.
They said they didn't find any developers or anybody that did that. That could be true, but
none of those stories have ever been confirmed.
None of them been confirmed. Rich, are you looking up as we speak?
No, I.
Oh,
knew
okay.
that
I was
for a
like,
fact.
good research. By the way, if this crew that does the Zoom right now, if we ever did a game, I'm pretty sure that's how we would make our decisions. One person would say, "Let's make it a girl," and the rest would be like, "All right." Let's do it. We're easy.
And we'll put her in a leotard.
Well, let's put her in a leotard. Yeah, let's put her in a leotard. So yeah, so Miss Mayhem, you saw that crazy picture of the little girl covering her eyes. I thought that was funny. Yeah, the leotard.
Yeah, I think the password to get the characters in a leotard should be Stogie Guy.
We can arrange that, I'm sure. We have a pretty good Facebook group. I'm sure we can reach out. Oh, we know Casey, Final Four show. She works for Nintendo. See, we got connections here. We don't just goof off every Tuesday night. We're legit.
I don't live too far from Nintendo. It's like 2 hours from where I live.
Double the connection. Work on Stogie Guy getting in the game Metroid. A game that came out 30 some years ago. See if they'll change that for us. Oh, Burger Time.
Oh yeah.
And last week she recommended Burger Time. I'm like, I played it a lot in the arcade. I played it in the handheld. I never played it much on NES, but I'm like, I'll put it in the poll, and people flipped out over it, so they liked it. But let's see if you know your Burger Time.
Haha, flipped out. I see what you did there.
That was an accident. That was an accident, but it was good.
Nice job, Rich.
Thank you. I was a little worried I'd never catch you. So when I heard you go, don't, I was like, yes.
Got me. So food is trying to destroy you in this game. Little guys are trying to destroy you. Which of these types of food is not trying to stop you from completing your hamburger? So there's food jumping around trying to stop you. Which one of these is not a food that's trying to stop you? This guy. That guy's just on the couch eating an apple. Mr. Tomato. There's no Mr. Tomato. So good job. Let's see how we did after that. Another one I looked up because I kind of remembered, but I forgot to pick one.
Only reason I played that game is my mom was looking for the cheapest game she could find to buy me another game other than Super Mario Duck Hunt, and she brought that home. I'm like, wow, because I had a different game to play.
It paid
so
off.
I just played the heck out of that so she could afford to buy me another game.
I had to think about it, and I'm like, tomatoes, you always ran over them to knock them down on the burger, but you never, ever jumped over them because they were attacking you. I'm like,
Tomatoes are good guys. Plus, tomatoes are shaped kind of weird. All the other ones are... Oh, no, eggs are too. Eggs are shaped. Why would you have an egg attacking you?
Meanwhile, I'm over here. You could jump over them?
Yeah. You know what?
Well,
I just kept losing. Did you only think you could make them go down on the thing?
I thought you could only crush them with lettuce.
Yeah,
and shit.
I thought you said run away from them.
I might be right. Yeah.
Let me correct my statement to say it doesn't matter. That wasn't the question.
Oh.
I wasn't breaking your stones. I'm like,
I legit. I same here. I wasn't really sure. Like I was playing.
I was totally wrong. I forgot how the game's played. I just had to remember which enemies I was dodging.
It could have been like Burger Time 3. They allowed because in Pac-Man you couldn't jump, but Pac-Mania all of a sudden you're allowed to jump over ghosts. Yeah. So who knows? Maybe there's a Burger Time 5 out there, the rich version. Vanessa and PW3, you both said Mr. Egg. That's who I probably would have guessed. But yeah, weird little egg was jumping around. Yeah. All right, so. Where am I? What the hell? All right.
Couldn't you throw pepper in their face or something? But
yes,
pepper.
Yep.
Well,
that's right.
Well, that was almost the original question for this. I was going to ask you guys, who was the little guy? Who did you play as in Burger Time? Do you remember his name?
Oh man, no, I don't know that one.
Peter Pepper.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Right.
Peter
Pepper. I might have guessed that.
Damn, I should have put that on there. All right. This one was easier to make up fake answers, though. All right. Okay. This one kind of goes with the poll question I did today, but you have to know about another game to get it right. The ninja that you play as in Ninja Gaiden, his name, he shares the same last name as a character from what other game? The ninja from Ninja Gaiden shares the same last name as a character from what other game?
Who got it right?
Woo!
Who's
Me, Ryu Hayabusa.
Ah,
And I remember the Hayabusa was the guy who would do the back brain drop suplex in pro wrestling.
Nice.
Fight. He did. No,
I
you know.
screwed
No,
that
you know what he did? He did the brain kick. Remember?
Was that it? I was
Yeah.
back brain something. I knew that.
He would kick. He'd hit your. But Fighter Hayabusa, I got a lot of you on that.
Hayabusa.
It sounds like a double dragon. That's why I put that because it sounds.
I know.
See, and I thought that was a Street Fighter. And then I was like, oh, I don't see Street Fighter. And I'm like, Double Dragon. And as soon as I hit it, I went, crap, it's wrestling.
First name. You're right with the first name though. Ryu. He was in Street Fighter,
Ryu.
right? Wasn't it Ken
Yeah.
and Ryu?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
BW3, you got it. Bingo. Good job, buddy. Good job, my friend. I think a lot of you are going to get... Oh, I got to move on and see what happened there. Some big things probably happened there, actually. Rich got richer. That's what happened there.
Pretty much.
I can't believe I'm still on the board here because I've gotten like 5 in a row wrong.
Me too. I'm 324 points below you.
Okay.
I'm coming for you.
It's close.
All those years of playing on the NES instead of going out and riding my bike and hanging out with my friends is starting to pay
It's
off.
paying off. It's paying off.
Shouldn't have gone to the mall with my allowance, dang it.
You got an allowance?
Yeah.
You guys got paid? Yeah.
She got paid in Burger Time games, yeah.
Couldn't afford to buy a game.
She's like, can I go out and get a burger? No, but here's a game where you can make one. There you go.
You have burgers at home.
Yeah, you have burgers
You
at
have
home.
McDonald's. You have
Here.
McDonald's at home.
Your new name is Peter Pepper. Go make some burgers. So, let me see. Oh, what was I going to say? Oh, I usually do a belt. This isn't going to be the NES belt. I'm going to make it the video game title. So next time you defend it, whoever wins, you might be defending Atari 2600 or you might be defending arcade. So it could be anything video game related. Just so you know.
Nice.
Because this is also official. I want to make sure the rules are clear for everybody. You know what I mean? So, Fred Cheney is in the house. What's happening? I'm late, but I'm here. You can rewatch later, see how you did. I bet you would have done a fantastic job. Fred's pretty knowledgeable about NES. Pretty good, as Larry David would say. All right, so I think a lot of you are going to know this. We've made fun of this just the other day. The classic line, "I feel asleep," is from what game? The classic line, "I feel asleep," is from what game? Look at this guy.
You should have put that picture of you from Woodstock.
Oh, that would have been a great idea. Me sleeping in the trash. 2 years before I lost the job as a paperboy. Metal Gear, very good. Yeah, Metal Gear. The grammar in the 80's Nintendo games are just, it's amazing any of us can speak at all. So it was Metal Gear. The next one, let's see how we did there. Okay. The next one is Name That Game. So I repeat, if you just wait for it, you will get some points. But if you want to take a lead and you want to go for it, go for it.
Fuck it, Trebek.
Oh, I messed up.
And it gave the right chunk of the puzzle right at the beginning.
The weapon. I showed you the weapon right
You
at
got
the
that
beginning.
one, Rich.
Dre,
was the
very
idiot.
good.
I had
Metal
the wrong
Gear.
one.
The grammar is horrendous. Final Fantasy. Excellent. Let's see where that put us.
That's what I get for not playing role-playing games.
Hey, my weakness is sports games, so.
Oh, they're still mine.
Oh, you know what? Well, now that you mentioned that, I think that in the future, you could possibly do an NES all sports bracket.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I don't know if I could bang out
That'd be
64 of
fun.
them, but I bet I could do 32.
Yeah.
I bet you could do that. Would be a fun one, yeah. I did a podcast with my friend Woods, who on NES, and we did top 5 games, and even during that, we talked about let's do one later. Top 5, not top 5 sports game. Top game in each sports. He would pick one, I would pick one. Like I would pick RBI baseball. I think he would pick baseball stars. Stuff like that. Open up for debate and whatnot. So that was number 20. Okay, number 21. RC Pro-Am, one of my favorite games. What do the bonus letters need? Every track you collect letters, and when you collect all the letters, you get to upgrade your car in RC Pro-Am. What do those letters spell when it's complete? 16 if we had to, yeah. If I couldn't bang out 32, we could definitely get 16 really awesome ones, I bet. I think I could do 32. I don't know.
Oh, too obvious, I thought.
Nintendo, actually, yeah. Nintendo is what you spell out. Power Up, I thought that made sense. Speedster made sense. Race Car, little palindromic fun there. PW3, you got it right. Very good. RC Vanessa, very good. You got it too. Excellent.
When we were doing the pre-show, you mentioned this. That's the only reason I knew it.
Oh my! Oh, during the pre-show, I did.
I knew it because I played so much goddamn RC Pro-Am. My thumb still hurts from it.
What a great game! That's right. I knew I talked about this in the last week, but that could have been anywhere. I could have been at the Wawa down the street getting a hoagie and just talking about RC Pro-Am to somebody, because that I just seem to bother people with this shit wherever I go. But you're right. That was an appropriate place. It was actually us talking about it.
No, I appreciate it because it gave me the answer.
You're welcome.
Thumbs up.
All right, so the next one.
Crooked, permanently injured thumbs up.
It's all worth it. Trigger fingers, injured thumbs. It was all worth it. All right, question 22. We're doing pretty good here. Gunsmoke. In the game Gunsmoke, what is the name of the bounty hunter that you play as? So who's the good guy that you're going around shooting the bad guys with? Oh, and now's a good time to tell everybody at home. I think everybody, we do not have a lot of viewers tonight. We were doing between 20 and 30. We've had about 10 to 15 all night. So we don't have a lot of people. But if you're on and haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe
Who
button.
got that?
I should have told you.
That was me.
Nice.
Stogie guy,
Oh.
breaking out Billy Bob.
Another game I didn't play. Oh.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Not only did I not play it, none of my friends had it. So
Yeah,
I,
this-
Dutch Hound on there. I picked Dutch.
It was a pretty cool game, man.
It was.
I bet it was.
It was a great game. Not as well known as other games, but we are in the questions that are in the 20s, so we know they're going to get tougher. By the way, all the four of you that picked Tex Watson, I don't know if you're big Charles Manson fans, but one of the Manson family that went out and murdered people. So wrong answer, but good choice because
That's
he
probably
was.
why I was familiar.
Yeah, that's why I was familiar. Arthur
Now we know who
Morgan.
the psychopaths here are.
Yeah.
Well, I know Arthur Morgan is from Red Dead. So
Yes, that's where I got that from. The Red Dead Redemption.
that would work. And Dutch Cassidy's too close to Butch Cassidy, and Billy Bob was the only other one.
I'll tell
I'm
you
like,
what, Dutch Cassidy. First, I had Dutch Mantel, and I thought, oh, if anybody's a pro wrestling fan, they'll know it's Dutch Mantel's a wrestler. So I changed it to Dutch Cassidy. You know what's crazy though? I never even thought of Butch Cassidy when I wrote that. I just came up with just a cowboy last name. But yeah, Butch Cassidy. That makes more sense than my stupid reasoning. But
That's
yeah,
pretty interesting.
Yeah, yeah. So Squeaky Fromm, Patricia Crenwin, now all the Manson family. What if I put the whole Manson family in there?
Oh no.
Oh man.
Dre, you got it. Billy Bob. Jill, there she is. Hey Jill, what's happening?
Gunsmoke Helter Skelter edition.
That would be a horrible game.
Yes.
Later tonight on Nintendo After Dark. Dre, you got it. Jill is in the house. I'm hoping the bird is playing along too. Sexton hates that bird. That bird almost cost him. It almost cost him his belt. Yeah.
Oh no! Now this Dutch Cassidy dog's costing me.
That okay? It moved Stogie guy up, but you stayed where you're at. The top three stayed where they were at least. All right, and we have three more problems. All right, Tecmo Super Bowl. Which of these running backs is not on the roster? Not for the first game, the second game. Which of these running backs is not on the roster for Tecmo Super Bowl, which is the second game? Which of these running backs is not in the game. I got two people loving Nintendo After Dark. And Polly's here. Excellent. Look who they put. Jerry Van Dyke from Coach. I put a football question. They put Jerry Van Dyke on there. Luther Van Dam. Nintendo After Dark. Yeah. I'm losing my mind.
Dude, that game killed me this weekend.
Wow, a lot of you guys knew that. Well, it was a little past Walter Payton's time. So if you're a football fan, maybe the logic and reasoning kicked in. I thought I would have gotten more people with that.
Or a good guess,
Or of a different era. That's why I picked it.
Yeah, different era than those other three completely. Yeah.
We talked about this on the NES pre-show too.
Hey, you know what? That's not fair.
I knew it in the pre-show, but
I was trying to watch it in my defense. I finally popped on there and I'm like, is it not working? Or
it was horrible last week. Yeah, last week was horrible. This week, everything technology is running as smooth as can be, and we have 11 people watching. I can't win. I get 30 people watching the other shows or whatever. See you later, 30 people. Now you have 2. But listen, this is a very specific. I kind of knew Nintendo was going to be specific. I thought we'd get more than 11 though. But thank you for coming. At least we have a few of us that we're hardcore. We're hardcore. All right, let's see where we're at now. All right. So Little Mac moved up again. Who got that one wrong? Out of curiosity.
I didn't answer.
I did.
You didn't answer it. Okay.
I didn't know.
So, and Stoey Guy, who'd you put on that one?
I went with Emmett Smith. I don't remember him on that at all.
You know why? Because nobody plays as the Cowboys in that game. Nobody wants to play as the stinking Cowboys. And, and it's really...
As a Niners fan, like, to hell with Dallas.
As an Eagles fan?
So I never played that crap team.
Sucks.
Dallas sucks, man. Yeah, nobody wants to play as that.
They still have a professional football team there?
But it's weird because they had Aikman, they had Emmett Smith. I don't know if they had Michael Irvin, but they had a solid team. But they were all this weekend. I played as the Giants. I'd love to play as the Eagles. Randall's great, but overall the Giants are just better. Brian, who'd you play as? The Bears, obviously, right?
Yeah, I played the Bears and the Bills.
You did the Bills one time too. Those are great teams too. Emmett Smith. 2 people said Emmett Smith. Good guess though. I'll be sure not to miss the pre-show next time. Yes, this is the lesson to all of you. Watch the pre-show. I give
make
answers,
it functional, and maybe we will.
I can't deny that. I can't deny it. Hey, but I'm so happy with this week, right? Although, for some reason, my little thing up there says we've been live for 3 minutes.
You want me to check?
I think
I'm watching the stream live over there.
Yeah, it's still fine.
You know what? You know what happens though? My computer won't keep its time. My computer now says it's 9:04 instead of 10:04. I don't know why. I think that might be a problem that I have on this computer. I got to make sure. I always have to sync the time, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I have a whole week to work on that. All right, we have 2 questions left. The next one's kind of tough. Tetris. Who doesn't love Tetris? How many different shapes are there in Tetris? How many different shapes?
To answer your question, who doesn't love Tetris? It is me.
Oh, no.
Yes, I got that right. I made it to 4th.
I clicked on the screen.
You hit the screen?
Well, Anne-Marie, it probably took me out. My lack of love for Tetris helped you out.
Yay.
It's falling for time zones again. That is true. Whenever we go to WrestleMania, time zones screwed us. We planned everything wrong because we forgot the time zones. We had all.
Yeah,
we had big plans.
I went for 5 on a quick count.
Yeah,
I knew it was wrong.
Everybody in the chat. When I say everybody, I mean 2 people. My friend PW3 answered 3 times, so I got all excited. I was like, "Look at all the people playing." It's the same 2 people. Vanessa and PW3 said 5. Off the top of my head, I probably would have thought 5 or 6, but if you sit there and think about all the shapes, there's actually 7, and I was surprised because 2 of them look almost exactly alike. The ones that look like
They're
a
just
Z,
flipped.
yeah, the backwards Z and the frontward Z. So I guess that's
and the L's, aren't the L's There's two.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's two
Yeah.
L's. There's one
Well, I knew
straight.
right off the bat it had to be.
Yeah.
That's the other one. I forgot the other
There's one
L.
little T.
Yeah.
That's right. There's two L's. There's the block.
Uh-huh.
There's the other block that looks just like. No, I'm just kidding. The block's two double
Three-pronged
block.
one.
Dre,
The
you got
long
it.
piece,
7. Good
the
job.
T.
Good job. Yeah, the little T,
The straight line.
the
Yeah.
straight line.
And then the other straight line.
We got 2 straight lines, 3 blocks,
In a horizontal straight line.
and then five Z's. Yep. All right, we know how the last question. Oh, let's see where we're at.
Right where we were before.
So-
Oh, no?
I believe it is mathematically impossible,
Yep.
Mr. Connery, Mr. Richard. It's mathematically impossible for you to lose. Then I don't even think there's an unless. I was going to say unless you answer too quick and get it wrong in second. I don't. Right? You can't get more than 1,000 in this, can you?
No, because I don't think anyone's on a streak. So if somebody was on a big enough streak, they might have been able to catch him
might
right away.
do it.
But I
Gotcha.
don't think so now. Yeah.
So all I gotta say is the belt should be about that big.
You have a Godzilla
I got
shirt
your
on.
belt right
I
here.
noticed. I noticed you have a Godzilla shirt.
Good thing the camera's not on.
Oh my lord! All right, are we ready for this final one?
Yes.
Let's go out on a high note.
Oh, name the game. Is it a picture?
It's a picture.
Okay.
Some smoke screens, maybe some oil slicks.
Always a bridesmaid.
Yeah, for real. Captain, you are always like right on the heels of winning these week after week.
Next time, Rich. Next time. Oh.
Yeah. All right. Somebody went for broke with Rad Racer though. You went for broke. You saw
It wasn't me, so.
All right, number
Spoiler
3.
alert.
Rich, great job again as usual. Great job. Brian, you almost did it 2 weeks in a row. Very good. Excellent job. And the spotlight this week, we have a new champion. And his
Yay.
name is
Good
Sword.
job.
His name is
Good job.
Richard. Excellent.
I'm just
job.
happy I made it on the board.
You did.
Okay.
Yeah,
get-
let's see.
That's a big deal.
Top 5?
Congratulations,
say-
S word.
That's how it starts, and you just
There's only
baby
6
step it.
people.
I can't believe I'm not even drinking and I'm hitting the screen again.
There was some amazing competition, and lots of people knew lots of answers that I didn't. So that was
Wait,
good stuff all the way around.
Who's Mason T? Did I? Maybe I didn't make this private. I think other people are playing my Kahoot. Bastards. All right. I gotta make that private. All right. Or maybe there was a Mason T. All right. So podium.
Okay, quick question. Who is Little Mac? Because that's a cool name.
Well, I was Little Mac because of Punch Out, but I came in last, I think.
All right, well, at least you had a cool name, bro.
No, there was 2 Little Macs. There was Little Mac and then Little Mac.
Yeah, but Little Mac didn't answer any questions.
I stunk so bad. I only got 16 out of 25.
Oh, Jeff, did
I
you?
won.
Jeff, did you change your name from Little Mac to Lil Mac or back? I mean, vice
Yeah,
versa?
you're right.
Okay.
That wasn't me because I got logged out and I came back in and I changed. I just spelled it differently.
Who the hell is
Yeah, that's
Mason?
happened to me a few times.
Someone randomly joined our Kahoot.
Two
That must,
Masons.
that must have been a hard ass game not seeing the questions. But you guys beat them, so good job.
Yeah, we have 2 Little Macs, 2 Masons. What's going on here?
I don't know what's happening. It's
Feeling like the Tetris shapes.
shenanigans is what I'm thinking. A lot of shenanigans. Thank you, Vanessa, Dre, PW3. Very good job, everybody. The rounded square. Yes, we forgot about the round square. So good job. That was fun. Well, we didn't have a lot of people here tonight, but it was fun. We'll go. I think the next one we're going to do, unless you guys are against it, I was going to go around the horn again and go to 80's movies. I was going to start over.
Nice.
And try to bring some people back, because this Nintendo one, obviously people are like, Nintendo, we love your tournament, but we hate your trivia. That's what they're telling me. They're like, screw you. But no, I'm happy.
You know what I think
everything went
is
so well
like.
tonight.
All right, I'm of course a big fan of NES games.
Yes.
Part of my childhood, of course, whatever. But I'm horrible at this because I don't remember character names. I don't know
Mhm.
what. So like people, even though we're huge fans of the games, we know no details about it. So there's a lot of people that were like, they're like me. They're like, I don't know what the hell's gonna happen here. So when they stayed away.
And you're here because you've had fun previous weeks, so you're like, I don't give a shit if I get it right or wrong. But other people might
Exactly.
be like, I'm kind of new, this or that. So maybe.
Well,
maybe
there's a lot of games, and
a lot
like
of
you said, I was today's day old when I found out the name of the guy in Gunsmoke I was playing.
Billy
I-
Bob.
That's-
Who the? Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I had no clue, and I had no one in my circle of friends who played it.
No.
See, whenever I hear Billy Bob, I think of Gunsmoke.
Yeah. I think of Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
I just learned I still suck at video games after all these years.
You got
He
second
came in
place.
second, bro.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm like,
You didn't even answer one of them. You got
Got
one where
beat
you
by a
didn't.
girl.
Yeah, dude, I didn't think I was going to catch you for the longest time, so
yeah,
you didn't do that bad.
No, you guys. But I think you're right, though. I think people. I wouldn't be comfortable playing this. I wasn't comfortable making it. I was like looking up answers and looking. But I'm more of a movies, TV, music guy. I love Nintendo, but I have the games I love. And like, if you ask me a Mega Man question, I'd be like, Mega what? I wouldn't know. So I'm with you. PW3 says,
nostalgic.
good night, fellow nerds. Well, you picked up on our crew pretty quick, didn't you? Good for you. Son of a gun. How dare you? This is 2021. We don't talk to each other like that. We need a subgroup, Nintendo After Dark. So not only did I create a group outside the toy group for the trivia group, we now need a subgroup called Nintendo After Dark with even
We'll have
less
to pay
members.
to subscribe.
and then
So
have
if you
shoddy
haven't
internet.
subscribed to Nintendo After Dark yet, that'll be available later this around 3 in the morning.
But congratulations,
But good
Rich.
job.
That was a
Good
good
job,
one.
Thank
Rich.
you very much.
Thank you guys
Good
for
job.
popping in. With being in New Hampshire, this all kind of went kind of fast getting here, but here we are, and we did it. So next week, I think it's going to be the Final Four show. I really want to do movies trivia next week, though. I wonder if I can do both. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe I'll do both. That seems like a lot, though. One thing kills me every week, but okay, we'll think about it. If not, movies trivia is the first thing right when I get back from my little vacation away. I promise. No more of this Billy Bob bullshit. All right.
Or split it. Do the Final Four and then do a 10 question.
Yeah. That's listen. I can do Final Four pretty quick. That's a fast show. Would you guys be opposed to maybe doing? I can do the Final Four at 8, and then we'll do regular trivia at 9. Is anybody opposed to that? And then if you don't want to, now some of you are on the Final Four show, so I'm sorry. Is that Captain? You're there. Brian, are you guys good for that amount of time?
I'll be right
Yeah,
back.
that's fine.
Okay, all right. Let's do both. That'll be so much fun. I can do both in one night. I can have a whole 8 people on YouTube watch us for 2 hours. Yes. No, I think we'll get more next week. Well, I think we'll have people pop in on at 9 more than at 8. But can I get this thing to go for 2 hours without any problems? That's the question. All right. But we'll try and do both. Awesome, guys. Well, thank you again for coming tonight. I always have a great time with all of you. It's a great part of my week. I love it. So thank you. And I will. Oh, here's a special thing. Well, I think they know at home now too because I posted on Facebook. I planned wrong for the Final Four, and the Final Four actually happens after the Final Four show, and I can't very well make fun of your picks if they didn't happen yet. So I sped up the process. Tomorrow there's going to be 8 tournament matches, 2 from each bracket. So just be prepared for wanting to completely drop my group tomorrow, and or at least put it on mute for a little while. I don't. What does it even look like to you guys when the matches come up? Do they come up once, or do they come up every time someone comments? Oh, thank God, because that's what happens to me. Okay, that's good. I'm glad it doesn't happen to you.
I think I have all my notifications shut off, so I don't
Yeah,
get all that
so do I.
stuff.
So you just kind of go on your own to the page and just
Yeah.
start voting. That's the best
Like
way
it'll
of
be
doing
on
it.
my feed, and then I remember, go to the page and make sure that you get all of
That
them.
you catch
Yeah.
everything. Here's the other hint that you might want to do. I don't know if you guys know. They sort it based on activity, meaning whichever thing got commented on last. So you might see a post from 3 months ago. If you hit
Yeah.
sort by recent post, I think it's called.
Yeah.
It'll actually go in order, and you'll see the So just in case, I don't. You guys seem to have it figured out. What the hell am I telling you for? Oh, look at the champion gloating right now, holding a dog. He's holding a dog. He's like, hey everybody. He's telling his dog.
She was barking and carrying on, so she needed to get some comfort.
Aw.
Oh, I know that dog. That's Dutch Cassidy.
It is now, yeah. Put the wig on the dog, will you? No, I'm just kidding. All right, everybody. Now we have 7 viewers, and it's probably you guys. All right, so if you didn't watch this tonight and you're in the, just please go watch this when it comes up and just get me an hour. Hey, watch it 2 or 3 times. I will not be mad at you. Watch it 1,000 times and just throw your computer out the window and let the neighbors hear it. I couldn't care less. I need hours. All right, thank you again, guys. I will talk to you tomorrow on the Facebook page.
Bye.
Right,
Good night,
bro.
everybody.
Have a good
Have a
night.
good
See
one,
you guys.
Had a blast as usual.